The definition of demand is it is a schedule or curve that shows the amount of a product that consumers are willing and able to purchase at a series of prices during a specific period. There are three reasons why the demand curve itself is downward sloping, and those are diminishing marginal utility, which states that less satisfaction is derived from consuming successive units of a good or service, the income effect, which states that as the price of a good decreases, a consumer's income has more purchasing power, and the substitution effect, which means that at a lower price, buyers have an incentive to substitute what is now a less expensive product for what is now a more expensive product. As price increases, the quantity demanded decreases, and as price decreases, the quantity demanded increases. So here we have a downward sloping demand curve, and we see that as price increases, quantity demanded decreases, and vice versa. But there are a few things that can shift the entire demand curve to either the left or to the right, and those things are consumer tastes, the number of consumers in the market, consumers' income, the prices of related goods, or what a consumer expects will happen to either the price of the good or their own income. So if demand were to shift to the right, we would see an increase in demand, and the curve would shift like that. Now, if the opposite were true, and demand were to decrease, the curve would shift to the left, and it would look like that. Supply itself is a schedule or curve showing the amount of a product that producers are willing and able to make available for sale at each of a series of possible prices during a specific period. The law of supply states that as price increases, the quantity firms are willing to supply increases as well. The opposite is also true. It is for this reason that the supply curve itself is upward sloping. There are also things that can shift the supply curve to the left or the right completely, and those things are resource prices, technology, taxes or subsidies placed on goods, prices of other goods, price expectations, and the number of sellers in the market. So if the supply is going to increase, the curve will shift to the right, and it will now move this way. Or if there is a decrease in supply, it will shift to the left. So a surplus occurs when the supply of a good is greater than its demand, and a shortage occurs when the demand is greater than the supply. Market equilibrium is found by placing the supply and the demand curve on the same graph and seeing where the two lines cross. In this example, the equilibrium quantity is found here, and the equilibrium price is found here. If demand increases, the curve will shift to the right. The new equilibrium point will be here, and this will be the new increased quantity, and the price will also increase to here. If demand decreases, the curve will shift to the left, and the new equilibrium point will be here. The new quantity will be here, and the new price will be over here. So quantity decreases, and so does price. If supply increases, that curve will shift to the right. The equilibrium point will be here. New quantity will increase, and the price will decrease. If supply decreases, the curve will shift to the left. The new equilibrium point will be here. Quantity will decrease, price will increase.